BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Hello everybody, welcome back. Well, it looks like everybody and their mother is up at the moment, which is nice. Bitcoin basically reclaiming not just the incoming death cross, but retesting it overnight and basically springing from it already. So there's only one moving average above us, which is that 200 simple moving average on the daily. That's sitting around here at 28,000. So I knew that. So I say no one knows what's going to happen in crypto or markets at all. But I had a good feeling that we were going to have a 24-hour period of relief. Looked at it yesterday, looked like it wanted to be extended, so I said, all right, I'm okay for another 24 hours. We've got 48 hours now since the call, and it looks like we're going to have another 24 hours, in all fairness. So let's just have a look at some of these other markets first. So we've got dollar versus yen. So previously, this is how we managed to get the top on the Dixie, part of the reason we got the top on the Dixie. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 drives of bearish divergence, and it looks like it wants to pull it back down to at least the Bollinger Band center. So a bit more further pullback on the Dixie. The Dixie is definitely a bullish chart, let's face it, but we're seeing further pullback on this now, and again, come probably down to where we were expecting it to come down to, that horizontal, which is also now backed up by the Bollinger Band center. So we're talking 105.3. So this was the previous resistance, and we'll see if it flips to support. If this, for whatever reason, breaks, which it might do, but if it does break, then yeah, we're looking for a full-on golden cross retest all the way down to 103.5. So that would be pretty sweet for the rest of the markets. Now, markets aren't being exactly symmetrical. The strange thing I've been seeing is the reaction on gold. Gold basically breaking down. Now, there's two ways to interpret this. One which would be a failure, really, of gold to continue to maintain a higher level. Also, we could be looking at this as a descending triangle breakdown towards the end of an apex, which usually results in a fake out, whether it's up or down. So you can see this 200 exponential being the support for the most part. We did dig a little deeper around here, but for the most part, descending triangle, bang, 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 really quite close, more or less at the apex, and then a breakdown. This could be a fake out, and so we might actually start to see a rally now on gold, breaking not just up to the top of the trend, but actually breaking out to the targets of around 1950 or thereabouts. Top targets to start with. That's where these two major rejections have come from. So strange things going on with gold, not quite in the same bag as everybody else is. S&P again, bouncing from that 200 exponential, golden cross retest on a daily. So you would be looking for a bit more further upside on this one, just given what we see there. That's usually a good place to take a position. So I've got a 3-year-old downstairs at the moment who's desperate to get out of the house. So I'm gonna have to wrap this video up. She wants a daddy day, so that's fine. But she doesn't understand what work means and to be quiet, so just bear with me on this one. So that's looking good. Mining companies are obviously up as a result of Bitcoin's little move. These charts are wrecked city. These are amplifiers of whatever Bitcoin decides to do. So nothing special really going on with these, unless of course you're wanting to play derivatives in the UK market legitimately, because obviously we're not allowed to do derivatives on our futures on crypto, but you can if you want to do crypto companies. So it's one way to get access to the market, I suppose, legitimately. What else should we think about? So we've done Dixie, we've done we might as well just go into Bitcoin really, and then I'll highlight a couple of altcoins really. So yeah, I'll be looking for this one now to trend up over the next probably might even be over the weekend towards 28,000, then 28,500. This is like a major area, a pivotal point where we could at that point decide if we're going to go on to make a new local high, which is absolutely possible, especially with the way that it looks at the moment. Recognize that we've had this momentum building up. We had bullish divergence leading into this low, catapulting us up to our first major move, and then we've got this higher low, which we've bounced from on the 26,000, and now we're making looking to form a higher high. So in the form of an uptrend, this is exactly what it is right now. We are building an uptrend. Now we don't have golden crosses or anything like that on the 4 hourly. What we do have is a pump signal that was generated over the last 12 hours. And we'll be looking for this one to play. And based on the 12 hourly, the only resistance above us is the 28,500. So the pump signal's in play. Yeah, we can pull back into the mid 26s. That's fine, absolutely fine. Actually, to be honest with you, mid 26,000s is perfectly fine to pull back into. And actually, be quite healthy to see that, and then a bounce from there. Still maintaining on the short-term time frames. Higher highs, higher lows, all the way up, and then bounce up to 28,500. And I can't say if it's going to break from there. At the moment, it could. I can see that it's definitely got the room to maneuver up to that level when it comes to the money flow index. But it'd be naive to say that it definitely will. A resistance, pump signal into resistance is basically what you should expect. 3 daily. Obviously, we did get our death cross here. So if there is going to be a stumbling block in the short term, it was going to be around the 27,500. But as far as every other aspect of all the charts concerned, from obviously from the 1 hourly all the way up to the daily, looks pretty good for continuation, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we did have a golden cross here with no follow through. We've got a death cross here. Will we have follow through? I don't know. The 3 day might not be the chart to look at for those sort of long-term continuation trends. The daily and the 4 hourly definitely look much better. Right, so a quick rundown of the alts that I'm most excited about in this short term. Obviously, I'm back on the RNDR. I quite like the look of this one. If we break, we could continue up to significant highs on this one. At the moment, we're battling with that Bollinger Band Center. You break that, then it's straight all the way back up to where we lost before, and then increments on the way back up. That's an okay one. Surprisingly, and I probably should make a video about this one separately, Algorand, right? Algorand now looks like it's scraped out a low. Now, this is going to probably have some volatile moves up and down throughout this little period here. So we've had this giant consolidation that we've crept out of now, and the creeping out is the operative word, because this is most likely going to hang around in these lower zones now and accumulate between probably about 8 cents and about 10 cents, right? But in the short term, there is a good chance that we do have a big move up, maybe as much as like 30% even from now, towards these levels around here, this death cross retest, and then come back down again. Because obviously, it's been wrecked city. It's really bad, actually. The money flow index peaked already at 88, and it hasn't even really moved that much. But I feel like it's worthy of buying this dip, as it, in my opinion, is a considerable dip to buy for the long term. Buy it, hold it, stake it. But yeah, in the short term, we might even see that 30 to 40% move on this one, and then straight back down to where it came from, probably. If you're lucky, we'll create a higher low, but I'm not entirely convinced upon that. Bitcoin Cash still looking very good for continuation up to its $300 zone. Chainlink, obviously, as we said yesterday, this is a bullish chart. It's getting stronger and stronger. We've got the pump signal now on this one. Everything's looking good for the retest of the top of the accumulation zone, 940. Atom, I do love it, obviously. I do love Atom. We broke out of a consolidation trend line here, and we've managed to maintain the Bollinger Band Center, so there is a good chance that we do move from here and make our way up to around 850. And Ethereum's just in the corner of my eye anyway, so looking for that golden cross retest of around 17,033 or thereabouts. But at the moment, things are looking very good. The dollar coming down, probably closing low, closing red today, which should give crypto the opportunity to continue over the weekend. And then we'll see where we go next week. But yeah, I'm quite happy to play this market at the moment. Looks relatively good to me. Obviously, if Bitcoin does close this daily below 26,450, then yeah, we're talking scraping the lows out again, and maybe even breaking the trend. Because at the moment, let's face it, higher highs, higher lows are what we've got. If we don't have higher highs and higher lows anymore, then the uptrend has effectively failed. So you can't really get too optimistic in the short term if we break down below that last higher low. So we're talking 26,500. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Maybe I'll see you on the Patreon tonight. Otherwise, take it easy.